Your brain is not your friend. It's actively working against your highest ambitions, doing everything in its power to keep you soft, scared, and stagnant. This is a biological feature. For thousands of years, your brain's only job was baseline survival. To your nervous system, any exertion of energy is a threat. It wants you comfortable, resting, and burning as few calories as possible. We don't live in caves anymore, and comfort won't build the life you actually want. To get there, you need a system to force your brain into compliance. We call it the mental override protocol. We are going to build your protocol right now. Grab a physical piece of paper and a pen. Write down the one specific hard thing you are currently avoiding. Do it now. Acknowledging that your own mind is an adversary running outdated software is the required first step. Once you see the default programming for what it is, you can finally subjugate it. Next to that task you just wrote down, write down the exact excuse your brain gives you every time you think about doing it. Maybe it's "I'll start tomorrow," or "I just need to scroll for 5 more minutes to decompress." These rationalizations sound logical in the moment, but they are automated survival tactics firing off to preserve your physical energy. When you listen to those notifications, you slowly degrade. You stop being an active creator of your life and become a passive, stagnant consumer. The easy path builds watchers, people who dream constantly but never actually move. The path of resistance builds warriors. Every single time you accept one of those excuses, you actively carve a deep neural pathway of weakness into your mind, making it harder to act the next time. To break that loop, you have to redefine discomfort. Most people run from pain, treating it as a threat. But pain is the currency you pay for growth, power, and clarity. This flowchart maps how your mind processes friction. A difficult task triggers the thought, "I don't feel like it." We are rerouting that circuit. Resistance becomes the trigger. When your brain says, "I don't feel like it," that is the signal to act. On your piece of paper, write this down as step 2. Good, that means I must. Say it out loud if you have to. By forcing this response, pain stops being a warning sign that you should retreat. It becomes the starting gun that tells you it's time to move. Even with a new mindset, your brain will still try to hijack you. That's why you need a mechanical, physical bypass. We call this the 3-second kill switch. You have exactly 3 seconds between recognizing a necessary task and executing it. Any longer than that, and your brain's survival loop activates, floods you with doubt, and kills your momentum entirely. The execution is entirely physical. You see the task, you count down. 3, 2, 1. And on 1, you force your body to move. No thoughts, only movement. The entire system collapses if you let that countdown hit 4, or if you hit 1 and sit there trying to negotiate a better time to start. You cannot outthink overthinking. Physical action is the only reliable tool you have to assassinate hesitation before it takes root. To make this response automatic, you have to subject yourself to a daily practice of intentional discomfort. You have to train your brain to submit on command. You do not need a complicated 50-step morning routine. You only need one specific practice. Keep it to a single task so you don't get overwhelmed, and actually execute it every single day. Choose something from this list that creates immediate friction. A freezing cold shower, 100 push-ups, waking up an hour before the sun to do 30 minutes of deep, uninterrupted work. Pick your one daily friction point and write it down on your protocol sheet right now. Understand that the physical outcome of the push-ups or the cold water is irrelevant. The biological goal is the daily, repetitive act of forcing your mind to bow to your will. The biggest lie you've been sold is that you need to feel ready to begin. If you wait for motivation, you will fail, because your brain will never naturally crave discomfort. You have to stop acting like a human at the mercy of their moods and become a machine. A machine operates completely independently of its emotional state and thrives under the pressure it was built for. Tell yourself right now, "I am done avoiding the hard path." Say it out loud. Reject the version of you that constantly seeks the easy way out. By adopting this mechanical identity, you permanently sever the link between what you must do and how you temporarily feel about doing it. Theory is useless without application, It is time to step out of the passive role of consuming this video and prove that the system works. Look at the paper in front of you. You have your target task, your I must override trigger, and your 3-second rule. Focus entirely on that specific, difficult task you wrote down at the very beginning. Here are the immediate stakes. In a moment, I am going to count down. When I hit 1, this video ends. You will close the application, put your device down, and physically move to start that task. 3, 2, 1. Close this screen right now and go do the hard work. That is the only definitive proof that your old self is dead.